We all know that Cody Rhodes lost the WWE Undisputed Championship on last Friday Night SmackDown, but has it ruined the road to WrestleMania? With rumoured matches against the OTC Roman Reigns and the Viper, the Apex Predator Randy Orton in the main event of WrestleMania 42, has it shifted for Cody Rhodes for his WrestleMania 42 and for WWE's plans for the main event scene of WrestleMania 42? Hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be nice to record. Always remember to smash like and subscribe button to the flipping channel, and let's get into this one. So we know last Friday Night SmackDown, Drew McIntyre won the WWE Undisputed Championship, his first WWE Championship in over 4 years, beating Cody Rhodes in 3 Stages of Hell because of the return of Jacob Fatu, which originally attacked Drew McIntyre. Then Cody Rhodes went to get involved and he brutally attacked Cody Rhodes, letting Drew McIntyre get out of the steel cage to claim the WWE Championship, ending Cody Rhodes' nearly 6-month reign with the championship, of course winning it at SummerSlam 2025, beating the never seen 17 John Cena. But his reign was very stale. It was not a very good reign for Cody Rhodes. It was nowhere near as good as his first reign, so it needed to end immediately. But have WWE done it at the wrong time? There was a lot of rumour matches for Cody Rhodes. Of course, when you go into the new year, the WrestleMania rumours start lurking. Because, of course, when the new year comes around, the road to WrestleMania starts. With the Royal Rumble only being 2.5 weeks away now, 3 weeks away when he lost the title, of course, it is a very short time for him to try and reclaim the championship before WrestleMania and have any type of feud with a big star for the championship, of course. So is Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania chances up in the air right now? Of course, with him not walking as champion, would be the first time for WrestleMania 40, of course. He walks in last year's champion against John Cena, losing the title. But of course, he didn't walk in as champion at WrestleMania 40, also of course claiming the championship against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, ending his 1,300 day plus reign, finishing his story to be the champion for the first time. But there is a 1% chance possibility at best that Cody Rhodes beats Drew McIntyre in the time of WrestleMania between the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber to reclaim the Undisputed Championship for a third time in 2 years, you know, and then have a feud with someone going into WrestleMania defending the title, and for him to lose it again would not be a great way for Cody Rhodes. There's been rumours coming out he's going to have a character shift, which means he will not be as much babyface, and we could possibly see a heel Cody Rhodes coming our way very, very soon. There's a lot of openings with Cody Rhodes losing the title, but there also could be some bad things about having Cody Rhodes drop the title so early into 2026. First up, the match we've all been waiting for, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Of course, Randy Orton being the mentor to Cody Rhodes when he joined WWE back in 2007. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton's always been on the sheet, with them two being so good friends, but Randy Orton always teasing that he's going for the Undisputed Championship very, very soon. It felt like it was finally the chance that we're going to get this match, with Randy Orton returning on the first SmackDown of 2026 and saying to Cody that, I love you as a friend and everything, but I'm coming for your championship because 2026 is my year and I'm going to win that WWE Undisputed Championship and have it on my shoulder because I need number 15 to try and get his 15th World Championship in his luxurious career. And this looked like it was really plotting time, with Cody Rhodes agreeing, saying, I'm all ready for it, you know. It looked like we were going to get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, possibly the Royal Rumble, maybe the Elimination Chamber, possibly at WrestleMania, being one of the star matches that Cody Rhodes has still not had yet. Of course, we know he faced Randy Orton at King of the Ring in the final, of course, in June, earlier in 2025. But it wasn't the match we all expected for. It was slow and lackluster, and it didn't really have like it felt any meaning. We all knew Cody Rhodes was going to win because it was all set up for Cody Rhodes to have his rematch against John Cena for the championship at SummerSlam, and Randy Orton was nowhere near the favourite and had no chance of winning to go and face John Cena. He'd already faced Cena at Backlash, of course, back in May. There was no need for him to win, and Cody Rhodes was the main man to win because we all knew, every fan knew, and if you didn't, you're stupid, that Cody Rhodes was going to win that, go on to win the Undisputed Championship and dethrone John Cena for the first time ever in his career. But now it finally looked like we were going to get that match we've all been waiting for the title, of course, and possibly have Randy Orton turn heel to win the Undisputed Championship, as he will do anything to chase the gold and chase the never seen 17 record of John Cena. With Randy Orton's years getting lower and lower, of course, he's not got long left in his career. With him approaching 45 now, it's getting shorter. Cody Rhodes already said he's only got 5 years left. So the time for this match is ticking down, you know, it's ticking away. We've not got long until we still get this Superstar Classic. With Randy Orton's in-ring work cannot be as consistent enough and might not be as good enough as it has been in the last decade. And Cody Rhodes might start declining soon, you know, he's getting older. He's coming out of his prime years in the next 1 to 2 years, of course. So this could be the chance that Cody Rhodes might not be a world champion again after his next 1 or 2 reigns. And if they do not capitalise off this, then I don't know where we go from here, of course. It would be very, very interesting. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre is a match we've seen many, many times. Of course, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre is a match we've seen many, many times. So fans didn't really want Drew McIntyre involved in any of this, which has now really shaken up a lot of things and confused fans, because this match looked like it was odds on to be in 2026 and possibly at WrestleMania. But the main one we all thought could have happened was Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns 3, the trilogy. Of course, I've said this so many times in 2026. It's probably the thing I've said the most in these videos, of course. But we're just going to go over it again. Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns was on the charts for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania, with Roman Reigns being the odds-on favourite to win the Royal Rumble, but possibly go and win the Elimination Chamber. It looked like we were going to get Rhodes Reigns. Of course, these two teaming up at Survivor Series War Games to face Division after their defeat to Division. Roman Reigns said to Cody Rhodes, "I'm coming for your title, and I'm never ever teaming with you again, and I want my rematch." Which kind of set the things up. It plotted all the seeds for this match to happen at WrestleMania, to end the trilogy, to end it all after all these years of madness. Of course, WrestleMania 39, Roman Reigns got Solo Sikoa to help him to beat Cody Rhodes in the main event. Then the next year after that, Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns to finish the story. In 2025, didn't have an interaction. Of course, only later in the year. But in 2026, there's a lot we could get in this year. And this could be one of the final years we get as Roman Reigns competing for a world championship. And Cody Rhodes lived off Roman Reigns' hype a bit. Roman Reigns has been the face of the company. He's the face of WWE still right now, in my opinion. He's probably up there. He might not be the consistent face, but it's just an overall face. He's probably still there with John Cena now, of course, retired and out of the picture. So this match always hits when it happens. Of course, both of their matches, they've had absolute classics that will go in the WrestleMania history book in years to come. One of them, WrestleMania 40, is already arguably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. So if you've had the greatest WrestleMania match, WWE would probably push this match to happen, of course. They want to recreate a star classic like that. The only thing that could be worried of is if they rush this match too early and try and do it again, and would have no story and no plot to try and do this match again, because they've already done it 3 times. So it is debatable. Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre has happened multiple times, of course, at Clash of the Castle, Survivor Series, and Roman Reigns has beaten him every single time. So if Roman Reigns was to beat Drew McIntyre again at WrestleMania, it wouldn't feel like the same win. With Roman Reigns already beating Drew McIntyre multiple times, like I just said, him beating Drew again would not be a big accomplishment. The only way we could see it being a big accomplishment is if Drew was to beat Roman. And Roman to take 3 WrestleMania losses in a row would not be something the fans want, and probably something Roman wouldn't want. And again, Cody Drew. We don't want to see Cody Drew again. The only way they would do this match if Drew got involved, which I really think is unlikely. I really don't think they'll do a triple threat for the WWE Undisputed Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. I understand on the triple threat, of course, with Punk, Rollins and Reigns, but it was a very different story compared to a title story. The last time we saw a triple threat for the World title WrestleMania was WrestleMania 37 back in 2021, where Reigns, of course, walked in as Universal Champion, defending against Edge and Daniel Bryan, 2 men who are not even in the company anymore. And before that, it was 2014 with Triple H, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton. Not Triple H, sorry. Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan and Batista. So we only see him every 7 years. So I'm not expecting a triple threat match to happen here. So I do think the odds on this match now are very unlikely. And there's rumours coming out that they've scrapped this match. It looked like it was the odds on match to main event night 2 for the Undisputed WWE Championship. But of course now Cody losing the title and 99.9% going to walk into WrestleMania with no belt around his waist. The only way we get this match is for a non-title, which I wouldn't be against, but I do think that this match just holds legacy for a championship. It just raises the bar for a championship. It makes the championship the coveted prize. Whatever title you want to get, you could even get the Intercontinental Championship for this, put it there, and it would become the main title, because everybody is so interested in these 2 men as they are the faces of WWE. So to not do this match would be a little bit silly, but it's an understandable reason why. Like I just said, they do not want to rush this rematch. Of course, they want to keep 2 men away from each other, as they were so involved with each other from 2023 to 2024, of course, and still had their hints and everything. So try and keep them away from each other and have different stories and have different openings is, of course, good, because Roman Reigns has been fighting the Vision for the last probably like 8-9 months now, and Cody Rhodes has been dealing with Drew McIntyre for over 4 or 5 months, and of course the John Cena story, Logan Paul, he's had many stuff, and now they're on opposite brands. Roman Reigns been on Monday Night Raw and Cody Rhodes leading Friday Night SmackDown. There's a possibility that Roman Reigns could move back to Friday Night SmackDown due to SmackDown's ratings being really poor in 2025, and SmackDown need the star quality, as Raw and Netflix has taken everything in the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Bron Breakker and many more. But this match to happen, again, very unlikely. But I do think it could have ruined a lot of main events. Because if you haven't seen my video about the WrestleMania main event scene, it is all over the place now. when it looked destined that we saw the matches and we knew what was going to happen, now everything's up in the air, which can be a good thing, but can also be worrying because they could go over the wrong main event and ruin WrestleMania for a second year straight. We saw WrestleMania last year be a little bit of a disaster with only one match really being the hitter, with of course Reigns, Rollins, Punk in the main event at night one. Because after that, every match was quite poor, especially Cody Rhodes vs John Cena for the championship, which was not good enough. It made sense why, because of John Cena being heel and ruined wrestling, but looking at it, it wasn't great. So WrestleMania 42 has to be a success, and if they want to do it, they have to have a big main event for one of the championships. CM Punk Braun Breaker looks the odds-on for the World Heavyweight Championship now, as Braun Breaker's making it clear he's going for that championship. Roman Reigns could possibly challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, but it would not make any sense, as he already called it a B-tier title, you know. It's for the loser bracket title. And he doesn't want to change the title. He had his eye sit on Cody Rhodes in his championship. Instead of CM Punk, he just showed CM Punk respect after War Games, after him giving his fight. So it would not make any sense if Roman Reigns chose the World Heavyweight Championship for WrestleMania. The only championship he should choose is the title that he made famous, the Undisputed WWE Championship. So for them to not do this match would be interesting. But Roman Drew's still on the cards, but I don't think it's what the fans want. I think the fans want this match. And if they don't, you can always have your opinion. I don't think I'd have this match this year. I could possibly have it next year, only if The Rock doesn't come back. If The Rock was to get involved in this match with a non-title match and make Cody Rhodes a heel, well, that raises the bar. But what do you lot think? It has Cody Rhodes losing the WWE World Championship, of course, on SmackDown last week, ruined the road to WrestleMania for the championship, putting everything up in the air, even for the World Heavyweight Championship, which has got no relation to the Undisputed Championship. It has put everything up for grabs and in the air. So thank you for watching this video. It has been nice to record. Always remember, smash like and subscribe on to the Flipping channel. And I'll see you little day faces soon. Goodbye, guys.